We just found a nice walkway here with some blossoms, walking towards Sakura Island, which is supposed to have, yes, supposed to have cherry blossoms. It's 150 meters from the last sign, so it's very nice. Look at this, all these blossoms. Yeah, they're white, so they may not be cherry. Lots of cameras out. Wow. Okay. I'm impressed. Lots of blossoms. You want to have a look over here? Okay. People are standing here. I don't know what there is to see over here. It's a very beautiful park, this Century Park is, in Pudong. Nice reflection, like a mirror effect here. Okay, Century Park, April 1st, 2026. The blossoms are out. There's even black swans. April 1st, and we have a black swan event here. So this desert pavilion here is right on the water. This building is right on the water. You can see the Lupu Bridge, one of the old expo pavilions. I think that was the Russian pavilion, if I can remember correctly, across the lake. And beyond that, you can see the Lupu Bridge and the Shanghai Tower and the IFC Tower next to it. So they have the path marked with arrows, which way to go, and we're going in through here. It kind of looks a little bit like Utah, Moab. Listen to that wind. Very well done. This room is really something. Wow. Look at this on the wall. Moving animals and plants. And this goes up to the ceiling. This is really cool. Wow. These are like little aquarium salamanders. Look at that fish. Coming in through here. There's more. So it's a combination of greenhouse, garden, and aquarium. Amazing. It almost doesn't look real, but it is. It's not a video. So this section has a waterfall, and it goes up to the ceiling, and steps where you have to go up here. There's rocks made to look like animal faces. Look at that, and claws. Beautiful in here. Now we're walking behind the waterfall here. And this bridge. Wow. This is the upper level bridge right here. It doesn't tell you to come up here, but I figured out how to get here. Lupu Bridge and the Expo remains are out there. And a nice lake here, which I don't think existed during the Expo. An ancient bridge is made up. So, interesting. This area is called Cloud Canyon. It's just beautiful in here. They kind of combined the shapes of the old Expo art, outdoor art in here. These two things remind me of the Expo. Look at that. Is that a frog? Just awesome displays of plants. I'm sure they're real, most of them. Fun. You can see this is just stunningly beautiful the way they've done this. Little waterfalls, sort of a rock quarry here. Of course it's all fake, man-made, but worth seeing. Like the Singapore indoor gardens, if you've ever been to Singapore, very similar. So here's the whole complex called the Expo Shanghai Greenhouse Garden, or something like that. It's really quite a structure. And it opened in 2024. There's a water feature over there on the way to the bridge over there. We're going to take a stroll over to that direction. This is a pretty place, this park. What they've done with the Expo land.
Shanghai. This is Shanghai.
Yeah, you can see the IFC Tower and the Shanghai Tower and the top of the Oriental Pearl Tower just peeking up next to the Lupu Bridge there. This is that arched bridge we're walking to. There's another old style bridge across the lake that I can show. Let me go over here. There's that. We stood next to that tree earlier. And this is the entire complex of the greenhouse garden. We're on the bridge, and now you can see this lake. In this lake there's big fish, like goldfish, but they aren't goldfish, they're carp, whatever.
How's them not underneath?
Yeah, a lot over there. They've done a great job here, taking the old expo land and turning it into something nice.
There are two Peking ducks there.
Peking ducks?
Yeah, those are Peking
Those are
ducks.
Peking ducks, or are they swans?
No, those are not swans, those are Peking ducks.
Oh, talking about that. Okay, we just crossed this bridge, and you see the two ducks in the foreground, and the greenhouse garden. We're on a wide pedestrian path. Look at the Christmas flower tree that we were at earlier. Yeah. Okay. This building is the greenhouse garden. This was the Russian pavilion. The ball wasn't here that I recall, but this structure I remember was the Russian pavilion during the 2010 Expo. And we just turn left and we see another really pretty area here, another bridge in this Expo Cultural Park, which has been made into a very nice park. I would put it on the level of a Century Park in Pudong. This is also Pudong side, but close to the Wampu River and the Lupu Bridge. Look at that. Just beautiful, beautiful landscaping here. You see this? There's the greenhouse garden and that Christmas-shaped tree, the old Russian pavilion now called Red Rock. It's a theater used for special events. Down there are more fish. And then on the other side is what?
They have a business. The fancy lanterns with the flower wrapped around the bread.
Oh yeah, yeah.
The business.
And little lilies in there. This is a modern, beautiful city, Shanghai, China. First of all, we start with the clock tower over there. I've taken that at night before. We have very good night shots here. But this is 4 in the afternoon, just after 4 in the afternoon, on April 23rd, 2026. We're leaving tomorrow for Canada, flying at 3:55 tomorrow, departure for Vancouver on Air Canada. 2 nights in Vancouver, followed by flying home early Sunday morning. And that's New Jodsway that we're looking at. Look at the Bund's old colonial architecture from the British occupation period, a long time ago. This is the memorial, the Puxi side, and New Jodsway with a classic building and a couple globes on both sides, Oriental Pearl Tower and Shanghai Tower framing that. Peace Hotel, the clock tower on the left.